Namaste, Vanakkam, hello to you all. Welcome to Astro In with Avi. My name is Avi, Astro In with Avi, oneness in astrology and spirituality, bringing in awareness by Avi. If you haven't as yet, please click on the subscribe button, like, share, and comment if you've enjoyed the session. I'm going to go straight into it. Today, I'm going to talk about the power of accountability in relationships. Now, this is not just relationships with your husband, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend. This is relationships with your boss, your colleagues, your brother, your sister, your neighbors. In fact, it's a relationship with yourself first. Number one, if you cannot love yourself, you will never be in a position to love anything else. And in order to love yourself, you first got to understand the meaning of love. But, anyways, accountability is no difference from the actual God that you pray to. Because if you look at the different masters that have ascended, that walked this planet, they were all accountable. They all were accountable for the decisions that they have made. For accountability is no difference or no difference to your higher power. Therefore, in relationships, when you take accountability for your thoughts, when you take accountability for your actions, when you take accountability for everything that comes out from your mouth, it's once you realize your thoughts, once you realize the words that come out from your mouth, and once you realize the actions of yours and the effect that it has on somebody else, it's only then can you make a necessary adjustment to how you come across. For example, how often do we pay attention to how we come across? We are so fixated on the other person that we forget to focus on our true self. And once you start to condition the self through practice to pay attention to what you think of, what you say, and what you do, it's only from here that you are now aware of what to change about you. Remember, most of people's relationships are broken because of the false self, which is the ego. The moment you start to take accountability of your actions, this is where profoundness can be as a consequence. The reason why people's relationships are very rocky is because people are not paying attention to themselves. They are not invoking that empathetic side of them. If you cannot put yourself in somebody else's shoes to experience what they are going through, how do you expect them to understand what you're going through? Remember, if you are not empathetic, you don't know what love is. You want love, but you are not empathetic. It's like you want to fix cars, but you don't want to get your hands dirty. It doesn't work that way. In order to experience love in its most profound state, one has to have the ability to be empathetic. For empathy and love, there is no difference because both frequencies or both characteristics, they reside in the same dimension. And if you are not accountable for your thoughts, your words, and your actions, non accountability is not a frequency up here. It's not residing here. Non accountability is a characteristics that actually sits in the lower dimension. So how can you expect something that resides here or in your heart dimension? How can you have this expectancy but you are here? Therefore, if you want to feel love, you need to rise up to it. You need to be empathetic and you need to be accountable for your thoughts, words, and actions. If you can think before you think, 99% of your problems won't exist any longer. I hope the session helps you dealing with the relationship with yourself, because if you can deal with yourself, you'll be able to handle relationships more profoundly. Thank you very much. Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Shri Ram, Om Namah Shivaya.